with a clear intention does an act that cause themselves to die. With a clear intention, there must be the clear intention. If that was not there, it is not suicide. So what is considered self-harm as against suicide or died by suicide? And why not commit suicide? Well, I'm going to keep it simple. We're not going to have too much of a discussion because there's so much that I would love to explore and address on this issue and topic. So let me give you the quick version and then let's move this along. It's not commit suicide anymore. And in most countries and places where this issue and matter is treated with the reverence and the regards that this very complex and complicated issue, subject matter, requires. It's not commit suicide. The word commit suicide or the phrase commit suicide or the labeling commit suicide was used when it was considered a crime to die by suicide. Hence, commit suicide. I hope with this understanding, since we are all much more compassionate and empathetic to this very complex and complicated issue, that we can now allow ourselves to make that transition to not say commit suicide. It is not a crime. I know 20% or 30 or 10, I hope 5, will still continue to hold it as a crime. But in many books, legislations around the world, it is not treated on the law books as a criminal act. So it was committing a criminal act. So that's one down, Shirvington, and you got through it. There's nothing to really laugh about, so I'm taking this, I'm giving it, like I said, the reverence that it deserves. Yesterday I went onto social media, I think, or something like that, and I saw a very prominent person lost a loved one, and it is alleged at this point that suicide might have been a factor. From what I've seen of these two individuals, from pictures, photographs that I've seen, and can't say before yesterday that I paid much attention. I know the prominent person is someone I love. My style of acting and theirs, in some ways, for the comedic timing, similar. So anything they're doing that is comedic, I go crazy. So maybe this is the reason why this was as better a time or the best time for me to take on this subject and give it a reference. Let me see which angle I'm going to take. There's so many angles I can take. Let me take the angle of the fact that oftentimes the question is asked, what about the people who are left behind to deal with this? I am not going to have judgments. So I'm not going to say on this unfortunate thing. I said there's going to be 10, 20, or I hope 5% of people who are still going to hold this to be an abomination in the sight of God. I am not equipped or have any kind of authority to speak to that. It will be me being full of myself. I'm not saying that the people who try to speak to it are being full of themselves. But let's deal with the next thing that is very important. Or before we do that, why am I taking on this subject matter? Who gave me the authority to take on this subject matter? Who are you, me, to think that I can speak to this very complex and delicate matter? Well, first of all, I'm Shirvington Hannays, and I'm a certified addictions counselor, mental health professional. A part of the work of an addictions counselor is that you're potentially always working with someone who've got some amount of suicidal ideations or thoughts. Yeah, you didn't know that. So I'm required to be able to do a suicidal intervention. I've had the interesting experience that very early into my career, after my first round of training in ASSIST, which is a suicide intervention training for frontline professionals, 2 days of training where you go and you get exposed to what it is to work with suicidal persons and how to address it. Now, the first thing I learned, which was the best thing I learned, which I'm going to share with you, and I hope you get this. There are a couple of things that we want to establish. There's a reason why people suicide or die by suicide, and those close to them and those who would have loved to be close to them did not get the opportunity to save them. And it's a factor of either missing the invites, as we call them, an indication, something. It may not even be the words, I'm going to kill myself, but it may be something. There is always something. I want to say that with some amount of authority. Oh yes, another part of what gives me the reason to be talking about this with some amount of authority. I am trained as a safe talk trainer to train others in the community so we can get more comfortable talking about this subject. So I'm doing what I'm trained to do. However, I'm not going to use the proprietary material that I use when I do those sessions with organizations. But when I did this course to become a trainer and to become a member of that organization, I did it specifically with that intent, that I was not just going to be a trainer for my organization that I was with at the time, but I was making this investment in myself to be able to go on to do this outside of that organization. And to take it to Guyana specifically, I have been working for more than 10 years trying to understand and to see how I can make a contribution in a significant way with suicide and death by suicide in Guyana, where yes, there is a problem. I can't say in recent years I know exactly where it's at, but I think there's a massive disconnect on some levels with regards to the reality Spoke to someone recently, and even the way it was addressed sort of shows that the disconnect is getting wider. But let's come back to dismiss, or blatantly say, do not talk about it. Or in fact, put another layer of guilt on the person for even having the thoughts of it. But remember what I said at the beginning, when your thoughts become your worst enemy. Suicide. Your thoughts have become your worst enemy. Okay, so from my research, and believe me, I've been doing tons of research. Even before the 12 years, I have a bit of a thing with the whole thing of suicide because the country that I'm from originally, country of birth, Guyana. One of the things that we are known for is the fact that 912 persons died by suicide one night in the jungles and forests of beautiful Guyana. Beautiful Guyana, because Guyana is beautiful. But a man by the name of Jim Jones orchestrated, rehearsed that at some point, if at any time they felt that their interpretation of idea of freedom was threatened, what they would do, and they did. I kind of know the numbers. I was a child, but I kind of know the numbers because I learned afterwards 12, or maybe that's why I'm saying the 12. I have to confirm this and make sure I have this right when I'm saying it. But there's a 12 somewhere there. I can't remember if it's 12 Guyanese children who used to go to this commune where they were, died by suicide. Let's put forward that and move this along. This thing about Jim Jones experiencing suicide had a lasting impression on me because the airport, the international airport, I lived next to that airport. And the body bags, as they were being brought out to be able to get back to the United States, were laid out on the tarmac to get onto the aircraft. And the smell, because it took some time in the interlands of the country. So moving this along, but before I do, something that I should have done at the beginning of the show, this can potentially, and I don't think I've said anything, I've done anything as yet, for it to be triggering. But this talk, which I'm trying to do, and that's the part where I have to be in the right frame of mind, and I think I'm doing a pretty good job to present this with respect for those who might at this time and probably watching this. And I hope you, if you're watching this, you can get through this. If for any reason this is becoming triggering, or you feel it will be triggering, stop watching this now. If it's on demand, pause it, because I would love you to watch it. But go and make sure you have a resource, a number, or someone you can call to debrief once you get through this and have the necessary support. For me, I'm going to give you very simple. It's very simple. Info, INFO, at change clinic, one word, .org. You send an email there. I will get it. It's confidential, and I can be in touch to support you. Not taking this on because I am trained in this, so I can do this. All right. The thing that comes up when you're in certain profession